Hey guys, Matt Starr here. Day 3 of my 3 number 1 habits you can change to have a successful career. And I'm wearing these glasses to illustrate a point. I'm actually going to take them off, not for any vanity, but because you can see the reflection of the phone in there. Um, so the first one was let go of your opinions. Second one is don't answer your own questions. And then today's is forget yourself. And that's why I wore those glasses, because they look kind of stupid. But I need them sometimes when I'm looking at things up close. And, you know, that's the biggest obstacle that so many of us face, especially being in a profession where you're on stage, you're in front of people, there's pictures being taken, and how you look really has an effect on things. But you know how we actually look and then how we're actually perceived are two different things. You know, I get a lot of people contacting me that think there's some silver bullet. If I just check out their video and watch them play, I'll go, oh my God, you're a genius. Cool, I'm gonna call Jimmy Page and set you guys up so you can start touring with him tomorrow. So, you know, the reality is, I also get a lot of people who contact me and don't have a career in the music business, but they think that people who do act a certain way, so they want to act like that. So they act like a big shot. You know, hey dude, how you doing, man? Cool, yeah, I know you. Yeah, you play with Ace, yeah, right? Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, man, you know I'm around. And that whole vibe. As soon as I get that vibe, I'm just like, I just back away. You know, it's like this guy's in for real, man. This cat is not sincere. You know, he's putting on an act. And so, but in his mind, he's coming off like Dave Grohl, you know. But I've met Dave Grohl, and Dave Grohl's, hey dude, how's it going? You know, he's like a regular dude. So, but in this person's mind, this fictitious person that I've made up, you know, in their mind, they're acting like a big star. But what I see is someone who's really insecure and doesn't have anything going on, and they're just trying to, you know, pose as, you know, a big deal. And, you know, the reality is that person might have something going on. You know, they might go, well, I made a record, or I recorded a few songs, and, you know, we've gotten some stuff on YouTube, we've gotten some hits, and I had a guy from a radio station contact me and say he wanted to play the song, and he's getting really good response. But that's, you know, right now that's where we're at. It's like, okay, that's pretty damn good, you know. But so the point being that what you're feeling on the inside is rarely what anyone's experiencing on the outside. And so the most freeing and powerful thing that I've done is to forget about myself. You know, get dressed, make sure I have pants on, make sure I smell good, take a look in the mirror, mustache good, cool, no ketchup on my face or anything. Okay, cool, that's it, I did my job. Now I'm gonna go out and do whatever it is I'm here to do, whatever work I'm here to do. And that's why I talk about what I do for a living as work, not because it feels like work, but because I treat it with respect. I show up on time, I come prepared, I dress the part, whatever it is. I don't show up in my sweatpants and slippers, you know, for a recording session. So you want to think of it with a certain level of respect. And for a long time, when people said to me, what do you do for work? And I say, oh, I haven't had a job since I was 20. Well, I haven't had a non-music job since I was 20, yeah, but I work, and I've been working ever since then. So that helps me to think of it, you know, again, in a more respectful way. And so this idea of forgetting yourself, if you're walking into a situation, say your hero is Eddie Van Halen, and you're walking in to audition for something. Well, you can think of it as like, oh my God, this is Eddie Van Halen, he's a freaking legend, and oh my God, and you know, they asked me to learn Running with the Devil and Unchained, and so this is love, you know, and I got it down. That one drum fill I got good. I'm like, okay, cool. I hope he digs my hair, and like, okay, I want to get it. You know, all that. That's not happening. I mean, you might get through the audition, you might get it even, but it's not going to be enjoyable, and you're certainly not going to be at your best. You know, walking into that situation, what if you thought, wow, this is amazing. You know, I still listen to this guy when I was, 8 years old and stare at his picture on my wall, and now I'm walking in a room with him. Really cool. I put in the time. I know these songs. I'm going to go in there and just lay down a solid beat so he can feel comfortable. And I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to have a great attitude. And that's it. I'm going to make this guy's day. You know, I'm going to make this experience as fun and as painless and as enjoyable as possible. And especially if, you're walking into a scenario where a band needs a replacement drummer, guitar player, singer, whatever. They're in hell. No band goes, oh, great, we lost our drummer. Now we get to play the same song for 4 days straight with a bunch of guys so we can pick one that's hopefully cool and won't freak out on the tour bus with us when we get out there for several months. They're not looking forward to that. So when you're walking into that situation, you want to think of it as, how can I be of service to this situation? How can I help these guys? How can I make this process go easier for these guys? And it's not by walking in and going, hey guys, I'm going to crush it and I'm going to make your day. It's about going in and saying, hey, how you doing? And being prepared and really kick ass and just be easy to work with, whether or not you get the gig. You want to do all you can to ensure you're going to have every chance possible. So network your ass off and connect with as many people, and you find out about something and just dig and dig and dig and find the management, make those connections and do all that work. And then when you find out what the songs are, learn those songs front to back, learn the new versions that they're playing live, check out their live version, and then show up there, maybe take a look at what they look like. If you're going to go audition for AC/DC versus Motley Crue, you might, or not, that's not a very good example, but say AC/DC versus 9 Inch Nails. You might want to just put on some more black stuff if you're going to go for a 9 Inch Nails audition. AC/DC, jean and t-shirts, cool. Okay, so maybe just be mindful of that, and then you just walk in, show up, play great, be cool, say thank you very much, and split, and that's it. That's it. That's the best thing that you can do. But you leave it all on the floor. You leave it all in that room. You leave it all on the stage. It's a weird combination of stuff that we do where we take action, but then we let go of the results. And it's kind of it's sort of a mental and emotional jujitsu. And but it's the best thing. It's the best thing for the greatest results. And I've had many scenarios where I can tell you in more detail where it's absolutely worked. I've seen it work right in front of me. So forget about yourself. Forget about yourself. If you got any more questions about this, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. I do career counseling all over the world via Skype and FaceTime, or in person if you're here in LA or somewhere that I'm going to be on tour. Let's chat. You can change your life right now. Right now. And here's the deal too with this action. You don't have to be in a situation, a musical situation. You can just do it in your life. Walk into a store. Hi, how are you? I never cared about anybody. I never asked. I care about my family, but like anyone else, I'd walk into a store. And I just had this change several years ago, and I walked into a store and asked the guy, I said, hey, you own this place? He goes, yeah. I go, how long you owned it? And you just saw his face light up with pride. And he's telling me how he came to this country, and his wife is there, and he owns this store, and he's working on getting another one. And I was like, man, I would have never even thought to have that conversation with that dude. Like, I wouldn't even cared. I just would have been like, here's my water and my gum, and paid and, said bye. It was nice, but I would have never actually asked, and when I got out of my own head and, stopped thinking about myself and started thinking about the other person, then my life opens up and my heart opens up too. And then that means opportunity opens up. And when you're open to receiving anything, you're open to receiving everything, because there's only one set of laws in this universe. So I'll leave you with that. Let's talk.